What on earth happened this episode? Hey guys, it's CL, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I make brand new Critical Role recaps every Monday at noon, and would be happy to have you join the party. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and hit the Bertrand bell to be notified of future videos. Now, without further ado, let's discuss the 41st episode of Campaign 3 of Critical Role. They were really on one this week. Seriously, this was one of the funniest episodes in a while. Bells Hell's awake after a night of uncomfortable sleep inside the portable hole, and joined Annalyn the were-tiger and their fellow Hemocrafts on the journey to the Temple of the Savage Heart. On the way, Chetney finds some special mushrooms and asks Fearne if they're safe to eat, which they were not, and caused her to go on a hilarious trip and hit on Manon. Well, kind of. However, the fun is quickly ended by the troop realizing they're being hunted by a family of creatures called Twilight Tigers. Giant beasts nearly 20 feet long from nose to tail. However, Annalyn knows what she's doing and manages to scare them away with ease. That night, FCG decides to take advantage of Fearne's enlightened state and tries to get help making a connection with the Changebringer. Though, all that happens is a beetle sits on Fearne's face, and she manages to coax FCG into attempting the poison as well. Which they can, by the way. No drugs will ever be wasted on our robot friend. While the rest of our heroes settle down for the evening, Annalyn approaches Chetney for some training. We learn a bit about her. She was actually close to the Dial family before her transformation, and she was turned by a man named Darrow, who sported amber eyes and a scar under his lip. A new face for the Hells to look out for in case they're feeling murder hobo-y. Annalyn begins to show Chet glyph work, a series of cuts and self-wounds that allow the Lycans to access their rights. She also gives Chet the advice to not give in to his beast, that he should try for the sake of his friends to complete whatever task this savage spirit will set for him, saying that her mentor Ormathor taught her everything, and his beast took over, and it wasn't exactly a pretty sight. Okay, crackpot theory time. There was special significance that the were-tiger who turned Annalyn was loose for some unknown reason. Part of me wonders if Ajit Dial's family had something to do with it. They were close to her, and they're powerful, right? So could Annalyn or her family have been a threat to the power they potentially held? I mean, even Matt himself in the early days of Campaign 3 said that a lot of people will do anything to get close to the Shande Quorum. So what if they set out that were-tiger in order to keep Annalyn away? How crazy would it be if Ajit Dial had a potential connection to the Nightmare King, since he was trying to use Gurge and make a super soldier serum out of the lycanthropy strain? Just a thought. The next day, Bells Hells and the Lycanthrops, cool band name by the way, arrive at the temple, which isn't as old as they believed it would be. The oldest piece being a centralized statue of the Wild Mother clutching a scabbard to her chest. The Hells are shocked to be told that the sacred place was once used as a sort of military outpost during the Apex Wars by the Stratos throne. I'm sort of sad they didn't take the time to examine the area. What if they could have found some more information on Odohan? She potentially could have spent time there. However, we're quickly visited by the Savage Spirit, a presence that Chetney began to feel as moonlight pierced through a hole in the ceiling. And a sort of hold begins to take over the Lycanthrops in order to prevent them from helping Chetney while he's possessed. Yeah, Chetney gets possessed. His body transforms and mutates into a giant werewolf, far larger and more powerful than the version we're used to. I mean, we're talking legendary actions and legendary resistances here. Bells Hells launch the assault, whether through attacks or control spells or just words in order to snap the man away from his animosity. Ashton used an ability we've never seen before called Hyper Rage, which allows them to double their movement in his turn. Fearne transforms into a sexy wolf in order to entice Chetney into stopping his rampage, and Laudna manages to shrink him down to size by casting darkness over the moonlit spot in the ceiling, breaking his connection with the moon. Ashton, with a 25 intimidation check, causes the spirit to finally vacate Chetney and return him to his gnomish self. The spirit also apparently removes a part of Chetney, an aspect of his curse, and it takes the form of the Red Moon Ruidus. Could it mean that he's now immune to its flares? The Gorgine are released, and to celebrate, the Hells all go streak through the woods. However, before Orym can strip off, he smells something familiar. Will, his husband. Turning, he realizes the faint aroma is coming from the Wild Mother statue. He approaches and watches blooms grow from around the scabbard in her hands, the perfect spot for the sword on his back. He sheathes it inside her embrace, dirty, and it glows green. It's now been enchanted in some way by her. So what did you guys think of the episode? Orym has a new sword, Chetney also has a new feat that we'll learn about soon, and they leveled up. Belle's hells look great in 8. It's crazy how the time flies. Also, what did you think of the cute little message Dorian sent through Sending Stone during the recap? I miss him at the table. Also, in the comments below, tell me which were creature you'd want to be. I personally think that Ashton's were alligator would be sick on them. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and check out my other recaps of Campaign 3 on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Good day, my friends.
Will it ever be the same?